All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham, Makakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, pushing and getting out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al Shah. All right, and what I want to get into today, is going into a lesson, the only thing to look forward to, and the only thing to look forward to now is the return of Yahweh Shah, the end of this kingdom and the beginning of a righteous kingdom, because as we mature in the faith, man, and we look out into the world is getting worse. These people are being more satanic, they're becoming more dark, more demonic. All right, people are becoming less, trustworthy. Matter of fact, let's start out there in 2 Timothy, okay? This is also in the G&T Bible. So you get 2 Timothy chapter 3, it describes, all right, the atmosphere surrounding the last days. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. Remember that there will be difficult times in the last days. People will be selfish, greedy, boastful, and conceited. They will be insulting, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, and irreligious. They will be unkind, merciless, slanderous, violent, and fierce. They will hate the good, and this describes the atmosphere of the times, man. People hate righteousness, man. Here it is, as we're being conformed to Yahweh Shah, we're being conformed to righteousness. This world is being constantly conditioned to hate righteousness, man. Okay, this world is constantly being enchanted. Esau got all these psyops going, so people are all over the place, man. And people are constantly becoming more and more wicked. See, wickedness is going to increase until judgment comes, man. That's why the only thing left is judgment. You see? The only thing left is judgment, man. The judgment of the scriptures is the only thing that makes sense. What's written in the scriptures is going to fix everything, man. Of this, see, Yahweh Shah is coming, okay, to make right the mess Esau, Edom has established in the earth, man. Because Esau just has a complete rebellious, confused society in the earth, man. And they're only getting worse. It only gets worse. That's why even when you go here, because it's to the point to where being around people is getting to the point of being intolerable, man. These people of the world, man. These people are dark and demonic, man. People are dark and demonic, man. Okay? People, and we haven't seen them in their desperation yet, man. That's going to be on a whole nother level, But the Wali How by Shema Al Shah, that the end is written. The end of this madness is written, man. This is our hope and our expectation. So even when you go to, let's go here to 2 Ezra 14, and we was told of these things, and this is why, we're not. Let me see. This is the book of 2 Ezra chapter 14, and verse 13. It says, "So set your house in order, warn your people, comfort those who are humble, and teach those who are wise." Okay, read that again. 2 Ezra 14 and 13. "So set your house in order, warn your people, comfort those who are humble, and teach those who are wise." And that's really all that's left to do. That's all that's left to do, man. Continue to work on ourselves. Continue to make adjustments, man. Let the Lord continue to refine us. Keep going through this refining process, man. So we can be, because we're becoming pleasing to our power. See, as this world is becoming more and more displeasing to Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, we're becoming more pleasing, man. And that's the only thing left to work on us, man. It's in-house now, man. We're here for the sake of the elects, man. The sake of the elect. Okay? This is why we're here. This is our purpose, man. That's why, all this shit going on the outside, man, these niggas and what these niggas on, man. Hey, let them have it. Let the nigga woman have it. Let niggas have it. these niggas, you know, of course we're gonna defend the gospel against these, you know, these other niggas. But see, it's more and more about warning and going into prophecy now. You know, they gonna get addressed. Certain things get addressed, man. Of course, all right. But as we get closer and closer to prophecy, because it ain't gonna be no need to keep addressing false prophets as prophecy is happening in real time. You know, prophecy itself happening, okay, is gonna address these niggas, man. As we get closer and closer into this thing, you see, as prophecy settled in the earth, man. Okay, so hey, get ourselves in order. You know, warn our people. All right, teach the humble. That's the other thing, man. This thing is about humility, man. We should be growing in humility, man. You know, even when we think we humble, there's still room to grow in humility, man. Okay, it's a never-ending process of growth in the truth until we're changed, man. And that's why when we really begin to work on the inward, man, we should be occupied. Matter of fact, read it again. Between this precept here, we should never be bored. We should always be occupied. It says, 2nd Ezra 14:13. So set your house in order, warn your people, comfort those who are humble, and teach those who are wise. Okay, so just between doing that, man, we should be always occupied, man. You know, getting our house in order, warning, all right, being a watchman, okay, teaching the humble, okay, and the wise, man, which are the hopeful elect. The hopeful elect are the humble and wise, man. You see? So when you go and read on, and it says, then say goodbye to this mortal life, man. Hey, say goodbye to this mortal life. We on something else, man. Okay, we should have no ambitions in this world, man. Everything that we do, it should be just a pastime. Now, brothers, because of who we are, brothers gonna excel even in hobbies. You know, so you know, brothers got little hobbies that they into. Okay. But the main thing is this, man. This is where it's at. Okay, this is all our expectation is in this, man. Ain't no expectation in the world, man. All right, amongst these people, man. You see, the only thing left is for the Lord to judge this place, man. You know, and we have our office in this ministry, and you know, brothers do what they do. Okay, on their downtime, you know, like I said, brothers got little hobbies that they into, and brothers excel. You know, where brothers is getting more into the herbs, brothers are getting more, you know, into the working out. You know, brothers is excelling. Like brothers, you know, that was on this level, man, and they stayed with it. Now you like, God damn, you know, brothers on point. You see, so the Lord got us as being a nation within ourselves, man. You know, a little functioning nation within ourselves, man. So, man, we have everything we need amongst each other, man. You know, the Lord has it set up to where we have pretty much everything we need, you know, amongst one another, man. Okay, I don't need no new friends. I don't need new people. None of that, man. The Lord got everything for brothers. All right, around brothers, man. Because we in a time now that these people are becoming less and less trustworthy, man. Okay, these people are becoming less and less trustworthy. All right, you know, these people are already selfish. They're survivalists. Okay. So these people finna be on a whole nother level in wickedness, man. You know, and the Lord is drawing his elect from that, man, out of the midst of that, man. You know, because the only thing left is for the Lord to judge this place, man, and he's getting his elect out of the way. You know, so reading on, this is second Ezra 14. Read it in again. It said, then say goodbye to this mortal life. Put earthly cares away from you. Throw down your human burdens and lay aside your weak human nature, man. Yeah, man. Because, see, we got to start really having a mind like this earthly shit. Like, this is of this world. It's like certain things that's of this world. You see, we're chasing the world to come. You see? We're preparing ourselves for a whole new age, a whole new way of being. Okay? So we don't want to get entangled with the shit of this world, man. It's certain things that, man, that's of this world. That shit don't even matter. You know? People try to drag us into these things that don't matter. People try to make, all right, they everything, I everything. Man, I don't care about that shit, man. That's earthly shit. That shit of this world that don't have nothing to do with nothing with what we got going on, man. You know? And people, Satan will use people to try to make, shit that don't matter the main thing. Nah, man. That's earthly shit. That shit of this world. Shit is not important like that. Okay? And people try to make us care about shit that ain't important. That has nothing to do with the mission, man. You see? We here on a serious assignment, man. The Lord, raised us up in these latter days on a serious assignment, man. Look how Yahushua was locked in. Of course, we can't be identical to how Yahushua was, because he had the biggest responsibility, so he had to be a particular way. Okay? But all of us, in our own capacity, man, we have an assignment, all right, that's vital, man. You brothers, and it don't matter about the views and none of that, man. It's brothers that get 2-3 views, man. Them brothers are highly important to the body, man. And then them 2 or 3 views, them 2 or 3 brothers, because in the kingdom, each brother is gonna be what? Be a nation. So if you're teaching, if it's 3 brothers that consecutively watch the video, guess what? That's 3 future nations. You see, we gotta think like that. See, we can't think mortal. See, mortal is want the instant gratification, the clout right now. The flesh wants the numbers and the praise continually and all. See, that's the flesh. But in the spirit, you gotta think beyond, all right, and think according to the spirit what this book say. That's real. You see, if you teaching, if it's 2 or 3 brothers, 10 brothers that's consistently watching, guess what? If they're the elect, that's 10 nations. A little one shall become 1,000, a small one a nation, man. That's how we got to see. We're thinking generationally. You're not thinking like a mortal, just thinking about the moment, right? We thinking generationally and according to the scriptures, man, and the spirit. You see? All right. Verse 15 says, so put all your anxieties aside and get ready to leave this world quickly. Get ready to leave this world quickly, man. Leave this world behind, and it starts every day, constantly detaching from this shit, detaching from the emotions, detaching from any unnecessary drama and all. Nah, man, detach from that shit, man. Anyone that's trying to drag us down, man, detach from that shit, man. We on assignment, man. This world loves that bullshit. Okay, the confusion, the chaos, the drama, the vain, the this, the that, the unnecessary, the mind games. See, the world, this is that toxic shit that the world love, man. We on something else, man. We on something real. Nukes finna hit all that shit. You see? Nukes finna hit all that shit that these people are on, man. And that these people love, man. And that's everything to these people, man. Okay? We gotta understand that, man. And really, nah, man, we're going to stay locked into the assignment, man. The Lord is doing wonderful things in the earth, man. Tapped in prophecy, man. The Lord is doing wonderful things. Our power is making moves, man, on behalf of the elect. You see? And it says, he said, you have seen many evil things already, but far worse things are about to happen. Okay? So we're going to see these things get worse, man. We haven't seen these people really lose it yet. That's what we're getting ready to see, is these people lose it on a whole nother level, man. Okay? Everything that they love is finna disappoint them, man. Okay? Everything that we look forward to is beginning to manifest. You see? A righteous kingdom, that's what's beginning to manifest. And this kingdom is diminishing, man. So we should be leaning more into what? The righteous kingdom that's coming. Not being entangled in the affairs of this world, man. The only thing left is judgment. Everything else is done. What can you have ambition in this world? Like a serious question. What could you have ambition in this world, in this age? Other than getting our daily bread, doing what we got to do as far as, work, income, whatever. outside of that, man, what the hell else is it to do, man? Okay, so cause I say everything is defiled. People like to say people and shit. So let's go to Philippians chapter 3 and verse 12. It says, it's a GNT. It says, I do not claim that I have already succeeded or have already become perfect. I keep striving to win the prize for which Yahushua HaMashiach has already won me to himself. Of course, my friend, I really do not think that I have already won it. The only thing I do, however, is to forget what is behind me and do, my best to reach what is ahead. So I run straight toward the goal in order to win the prize, which is the Most High's call through Yahushua HaMashiach to the life above, man. So we got a higher calling for real. We got a true high calling, man, that we're chasing after, man. This is the only thing worth chasing, man. That's why scriptures say lay aside every weight that's a hindrance, man. You know, we should be looking at what we can lay aside, man. Alright, so we can run this race with more efficiency, man. Okay? This is what we're chasing. We're chasing thrones, man. We're chasing rulership. We're chasing righteousness, man. You know, we want to be joint heirs, man. You know, and this going to be forever. You see? Because what we doing now is going to reward us forever, man. This labor, this suffering, the affliction, being outcast, you know, being not considered, this is temporal for us to be rewarded forever. So there's nothing to look back to. There's absolutely nothing to look back to, man. Okay? The Lord got us on assignment, and we growing, and we winning. And we win. If we in the spirit, we should see, man, we up. You know, keep doing what's working. Okay? It'd be crazy to switch up and we winning. You see, and we up. The Lord got us up, man. You see? So, nah, man, the Lord, you know, Yahushua has already got the victory, man. You see? The victory is already in Yahushua. Okay? Because when he comes back, when Yahushua returns, it's over, man. And we just want to be on point when he returns, man. You know, Lord will, every day should be about pleasing Yahushua, man. You know? Let that be our focus, man. Because pleasing people don't get you no goddamn where. Okay? Focus on pleasing Yahushua, and everything else will play out how it's going to play out, man. Okay? And because within Yahushua, you're going to please the people that you're supposed to please. Within Yahushua. Okay? You're going to be, as we please Yahushua, we're going to be what we need to be for the people that matter. Okay? Focus on that, man. Alright? Because people have you all over the goddamn place, man. You know? Man. So let's go here. Let's read this, and we end it here. This is our second Ezra, chapter 7. Now this second Ezra chapter 7 and verse 33 says, the Most High will appear on his judgment seat. Okay, the Most High will appear on his judgment seat. Mercy and patience will vanish completely and be replaced by judgment. So how's the Most High going to appear on their judgment seat? Okay, he's going to send Yahushua on the chariot. Okay, because from their chariot, Yahushua is going to judge the earth. You know, he's going to destroy the militaries of the earth. You know, and also he's going to be setting more fire to America. All right, and the chariots that's going to be with Yahushua, they're going to be getting busy in the earth, man. You see, when Yahushua comes, it's going to be a global judgment. You see, it's going to be a complete global judgment. All right, at the return of Yahushua. All right, so keep reading. It says, the Most High will appear on his judgment seat. Mercy and patience will vanish completely and be replaced by judgment. Truth and faithfulness will once again stand firm. Okay? So mercy and patience is going to be replaced by judgment. You see? Because mercy is time sensitive. Okay? And we at the time where mercy is finna end. And we want to be within the mercy of our power, man. You know? So that's why we can't get entangled with things that don't matter. Okay? Because we have to stay locked in, okay, in pleasing our power. You know, and the Lord wants us in a particular, in order to please our power, man, we have to be in a particular space, man. You know, that's why you gotta protect your peace at all costs, man. Protect your time at all costs, man. Protect your energy at all costs, man. You know, so cause we want to stay in a good place to where we can be pleasing to our power. You know, cause that's what this thing is like. That's what this thing of life is about, man. The sons of God pleasing their power, man. Okay? And the rest of the elect men, women, and children, okay, being cultivated, all right, by those first fruit. You know, those men whom the Lord has put as stewards over his affairs while he was gone. You know? So the elect is getting ready to win, man. You brothers, you know, you sincere sisters, man, we finna win. You know? Stay tapped in, man. Make this your everything, man. Okay? And we finna get everything, man. Okay? So Lord will, you brothers and you sisters edify till next time I say shalom. Kwam Yashala. Or Bible Ball soon shalom.